Hello and welcome to the first review for Xbox One Reviews. I'm Daniel Waite and this is brought to you in association with Andrew Edney's Movies, Games and Tech.com. Thanks to Andrew for allowing me to make content for his page, and thanks to the publishers and developers for the code. Today's review is Apple Slash, which is available to buy now for around £4 and can be purchased on multiple platforms. Let's wait a little longer and see what it's all about. Everyone dreams of a peaceful life, a beautiful house and serenity. However, this rarely happens, especially when your land is invaded by monsters. What would you do if this happened to your homeland? Would you sit back and allow it to happen, or would you fight back? Apple Slash is an old-school monochromatic game that tests your ability to defend your home. Developed by Agile Vic and published by Ratalaika Games, this is a retro 8-bit action-adventure title. You are a mighty apple knight who wields a godlike sword. Your murky swamp may be considered foul by some, but to you, it's home. When mysterious blob-like creatures invade your land, you grab your weapon and slash away. Like many games from a bygone era, Apple Slash is a quick and simple adventure. I admit I flew through this in well under an hour. Strangely, I wasn't disappointed with the short gameplay. Instead, I was left frustrated as I desperately wanted more. This has plenty of potential with some unique combat mechanics, fun and adorable NPCs, and interesting monsters. Sadly, however, its short tail will leave you feeling cheated. The combat's hack and slash nature is moorish, and I loved how the monsters repeatedly spawned back in. Your take on acid-spitting frogs, tiny blobs, and monstrous creatures. As you flail your weapon madly, you'll decimate each of your foes. This was fantastic fun and never got old, yet you'll beg for it to move on from its simple foundations. Each battle follows the same pattern and you'll wonder why the developers failed to capitalise on their creation. The key concept of new abilities opening up previously locked areas was fantastic. I loved how exploration and secrets rewarded you with new abilities. Most revolve around stronger and more bizarre attack methods. These can be combined to kill wave after wave of monsters or to hack down bushes and vines. You'll also learn how to create magical bridges to reach previously inaccessible places. I liked how this helped to connect the paths in the swamp, but it made a tiny world just that bit smaller. It was a shame as it made a semi-open world feel very restrictive. The developers cleverly sneaked in some fun yet basic puzzles. The combination of switches and new paths were nothing new, but it was constructed accessibly. Each puzzle funneled the gameplay to one massive blob that acts as the endgame boss. This was great, but came far too quickly, even though there were plenty of humorous moments along the way. The boss tests your ability to combine each skill while avoiding his minions and blows. Once you learn his simple attack pattern, you'll annihilate him with ease. I wish Agile Vic made this fight much tougher while combining many of the brilliant exploration elements that make this game really enjoyable. The mainly monochromatic colour palette and simple imagery were lovely to look at. With a dank world to explore and contrasting tones, it was easy to navigate around the small maze-like environment. The Game Boy style perspective emphasised the retro approach, and the limited view helped to make the swamp feel larger. The gameplay ran smoothly, and even when there were large numbers of enemies, there were no problems. The strange nature of Apple Slash is reflected in the Surreal Soundtrack. The airy and mystical music was supported by loud and over-the-top sound effects. The swoosh of your blade as you slice through monsters was ridiculous but brilliant. Sadly, there is no acting for the weird conversations, and this is the only element I would have liked being different. If acting was added, it would have made the humorous interactions funnier still. I was surprised by how awkward the straightforward controls were to master. Selecting abilities and aiming with the analog sticks was fiddly to begin with, yet after a small amount of practice it quickly became second nature. Once you get to grips with the control system, you'll note it's a pleasure to play. Till that point, it's frustrating and will leave you feeling annoyed. Another area this short title is lacking is replay value. Comprising around 1 hour of gameplay and no reason to return, this won't push you to keep playing. However, this makes it a completionist's dream, as a small achievement list is unlocked with ease. As previously stated, I love what I experienced. I simply wanted much more. I wish the developer created more lands to explore, as this would have made Apple Slash much more interesting. Apple Slash is a great, short indie title that I thoroughly enjoyed, yet it fails to reach its potential. With so much going for it, it could have been fantastic. I recommend you do buy it, but be aware it's extremely short. Learn some new abilities for your godlike sword and remove the monsters from your beloved swamp. Right, that's it for me today. Thank you for watching and I hope you like what you've seen. If you have, give the video a like, comment below and hit the subscribe button. Until next time, keep gaming.